Hey guys, Nasty P here again. Um, well, it's that time again. It's time for another diary room confessional for the first week of this Big Brother experience. I guess I'll start off with the past couple of days. Well, let's see. Past couple of days, pretty much haven't been doing much with the game, really. There wasn't really any need to, since myself and Christian were the only two housemates not chosen to be in the POV competition. We really didn't have anything to do for the past couple of days, so we just been sitting back, relaxing, waiting for people to come to us. And I was contacted, of course, by Trey and by Casey. Initially, Casey, he only wanted a contact request on Skype, so I accepted that because there's no harm in that. Nothing wrong with that. And then coming to find out last night, Jake and I started talking, and Jake entered myself and him in a side deal with Casey, in addition to our already good alliance with Christian. Jake's reasoning being is that it's always nice to have more numbers on your side in case anything goes wrong in the house. And he brings up a valid point. It is a good thing to have extra numbers in the house. So that's always nice. And then, of course, Trey started talking to me. So, I'm trying to be nice to the kid because I feel for him. I mean, everyone's gunning to get him this week. So, I mean, it's probably a good thing for him to have at least one friend in the house. That doesn't mean I'm going to vote to keep him, but it's nice to have someone he can talk to so that way, he doesn't, explode and do something he regrets that'll affect him later on in life or in the game itself, if he survives this week. So yeah, he's been asking me to help him get him off the block, campaign for votes, and I'm like, I haven't really been doing any of that, to be honest with you. I know it's a crappy thing to do, but at the end of my thinking being is that I don't see any way that this turns out good for me if I start campaigning for Trey. Because if that happens, then Jake can just easily use the POV and take Casey off the block. So there's really no point in me putting my neck out there and getting in trouble. Although Trey did message Jake behind my back and show him messages that I sent him talking about Jake himself, of course. It wasn't anything bad, mind you. I just called Jake stubborn because I lied to Trey and said I had talked to him about getting you off the block. And that's not true at all. I've never once mentioned taking Trey off the block. This isn't Jake's entire move to make himself. Because, I mean, if he takes Trey off the block, he's got to rename a replacement nominee, and that person's going to be upset. And if he takes Casey off the block, well, let's just say things get a lot more complicated. Now, moving on to the POV results. I'm actually not surprised that Jake won. He's proven himself to be very good in competition so far this season, even if it's only been 2. So I wasn't surprised that he was the one who won. Do I think he's going to use it? No, absolutely not. It would not make any sense for him to use the POV at this point in time. Because, and even if he does use it, the only person I see him using it on is Casey. He absolutely hates Trey. He wants Trey gone. Trey's not getting that POV used on him. However, if Jake does use it on Casey, here's the problem. He takes Casey off the block, who's the pawn originally. He's got to put up another pawn. And he's either got to ask, he's not going to ask someone's permission. He's just going to do it right there on the spot. So, if he does put up a replacement nominee, that person's going to be upset with Jake, and they're going to come back and try and get Jake out next week when he can't win HOH. So, that's my thinking behind it. So, I don't see Jake using the POV at all this week. Do I feel in danger of being nominated? I mean, there's always that little voice in the back of your head that's telling you to be paranoid and to worry about what other people are going to do. And with my conversations with Trey, I don't know if that's going to upset Jake enough for him to put me on the block instead of Casey or instead of Trey himself. I highly doubt it, but I know some of you are out there like, Rookie, what have you done? You fucked up tremendously. And I'm like, well, maybe I've got a bleeding heart. I can't help myself sometimes. I try not to get involved with other people's problems, but I just hope I don't go home this week. Anyway, that's all I got for you today, guys. I'll keep you posted if something else comes up. I'll catch you later.